Hello and welcome to another TP's Diary video. Yes, I've been trying to do this video for ages, absolutely ages, to get the Jaguar XJC V12 out and take it for a spin to show you, or try and give you a bit of a flavour for what it's like with this 3-speed automatic gearbox in it, before I actually take it all apart and put a 5-speed manual in it. And if you listen, I've got my foot down, and this engine is an absolute beauty. It's a gem. It really wants to go and rev, and with this auto box I'm not getting more than about 4,000 RPM, and I know it can go all the way around to sort of 6,500-ish. So I want to play with the car, and that's sort of really why I've decided I want to change this gearbox, to have more fun with the car, and really tap into that performance that the engine has to offer. At lower speeds it's fine, but I completely understand why they call this a slush box. You know, you get to certain speeds where the gearbox doesn't quite know whether it needs to be in second or third, and it's constantly going up and down in the gears. If you want to change the gears from drive from third into second, you have to make sure you've got your foot on the throttle. Because if you don't, if it's in the overrun, so you've got your foot off the throttle, it really bangs down into the gears, you know, bangs down into second, and it feels like the rear axle's about to lock up. So it actually doesn't feel right at all. It feels like you could break an engine mount or something awful. So it's, you know, it's not very nice, to be honest. And I've watched, as probably many of you have, plenty of videos on other XJCs with and XJSs with V12s, which have made this manual conversion, and everyone seems to be raving about it. So I've decided to do it. The other thing I have to explain is don't pay attention to the speedo. It needs to be recalibrated, and I've deliberately not done that because I knew I was going to change the gearbox. So once the gearbox is changed, I will then recalibrate the speedo, because at the minute it's saying we're doing about 39-40 miles an hour, and we're actually doing 30 miles an hour. A funny story was when I first bought this car, I took it down the motorway, and I put my foot down, and it instantly got to 100 miles an hour, and I thought, my word, you know, this is unbelievable, you know, how quickly did it do that? And then of course I realized everybody else was doing the same speed, so that clearly was not right. So got my app open on my phone and realized that actually I wasn't doing that at all. I was doing barely 70. So anyway, other things, it's just lovely to get back in this car. What's remarkable is there's no rattles or bangs, or, you know, it is a very, very comfortable old classic. I mean, you know, this car's 1977, and it drives and feels like a fairly modernish car. So we got a clear road in front of us now. So yes, that was just a bit over 60. You know, and just listen to that engine roar. I mean, it's just such an addictive sound. You know, it was, here we go, we're going to try again. So I'm going to go, I mean, and now I've done that induction system. I mean, just listen to that. It is just superb. That's 5,000 RPM. The problem with that is that with this box, 5,000 RPM, I'm not going to go into what speed I was doing, but yes, I would be in trouble. And that is again the issue. So the gearbox I've gone for, the lower range, I'll be going up and down through the gears sort of faster, which means that I'm going to be able to stay within that power band for longer, and to sort of have more, let's say, fun with the engine for longer. And that's what I wanted. And then the fifth gear, I wanted a cruising gear, because ultimately I want to do some nice long trips in this car, and you know, I don't want to be sitting on the motorway with the thing revving at 3,500, 4,000 RPM. So yes, that's what I wanted with the manual gearbox. That's why I went with a Tremec, because I had a bit more of a choice. So other things I can tell you about is I love the layout of the car. You know, all the gauges all seem to, you know, they're all clear. I've now changed the steering wheel. I've got this Momo deep dished wheel. I feel it suits the car. I couldn't find a TWR steering wheel for it, and but what I did do is I did machine myself up a aluminium steering sort of horn button, which covered up all of the bolt holes, which I felt actually worked quite well. Yeah, like I say, all the gauges are all laid out nicely. I've done that LED light conversion on the car, which completely transforms it at night. I mean, it's like daylight now, and it makes it much more enjoyable to drive at night. Whereas before, it was literally like somebody was running in front of the car with a candle. Yeah, the only other thing is I probably don't like is there's nowhere to put a drink. We're so used to having cup holders now, and yeah, there's nowhere to put a sort of a bottle of water. It doesn't fit in the door card here. So I think when I have to make my own ski slope here when the manual box goes in, I think I'm going to do away with these ashtrays and put some cup holders in, because I think that'll make life a bit more enjoyable. Visually out of the car, there's loads and loads of glass, and so you can see everything. So yeah, I mean, you know, for an old car, it's a bloody nice car, and it's a nice car to drive with loads of power, and the sound is just phenomenal. And of course, don't forget, this is just running with a standard exhaust system on it, although I have deleted the center silencers, but that's it. The rest of it is absolutely standard. And I do have, to go on the car, that sports exhaust and the tubular exhaust manifold, or headers, the tubular exhaust manifold. So that should make a big difference on the sound. So I'm excited now. I want to get on with it. So it's so nice that we've got a decent sunny day that we can start getting out and getting this demonstration, or this road test. Well, basically, it's not really a road test. We're just having a bit of fun. So so yes, so I'm doing this recording in the car the day before. Tomorrow we've got an exciting day. I am going to start a new series with, basically, I've got some friends and they've got cars, so we're going to do mates and motors. So that's my plan. So mates and motors, and we're going to sort of demonstrate and hopefully have a good look at other people's cars as well. So we've got a good crew coming out tomorrow on a fun-filled filming day. So that's the plan. So yeah, anyway. Well, I'm hoping this video is giving you a small taster of what it's like to have a Jaguar with a V12 engine and a automatic gearbox, and also to show you, really why I wanted to change it to a manual. So the next step is to get the car into the garage and start the conversion. So I hope you did like that video. If you did, please hit that like button and do subscribe. And the next videos will be about changing that gearbox.